Hey, can you guys hear me okay? Let me know what it sounds like, what the volume sounds like, if you can hear me okay. Cool. Just making sure all the cards are upright. How you guys doing? Thank you. Pretty sure they are. Yeah. Those are good. So you guys know that the first 3 people here are going to get a free reading like always. So we're going to start with those people. And actually, we're going to start today with Shema. Or Shema. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, because that does happen. But she was here way earlier, and I was going to start yesterday or last night, and I decided not to. I just didn't have everything ready. And apparently I didn't tonight either, but here we are now, so. So I'm going to start with her, because I promised her I would. And just because she kind of was here, and like that sucks to have to be like, oh, now it's not going to happen. Like, you're going to just not do the live now? Okay, cool. So, okay. I'm just making sure all these cards are upright, okay? Because I don't do reversals, so. This kitten tarot one is like confusing to me, but I'm getting the hang of it. A little more each time I use it, each time I read with it. So that's that. Big deck. Just a second here, guys. We'll be ready right now. We'll be ready in just a second. Let me know if you can hear me okay, though. Is it distant, or is it too much, or is it perfect? All right, so we're ready now. Let me turn this down another notch, because it's like I cannot. It's like I don't even know if you can like see me. This light is like hot. I don't know if you've ever been in front of one of these lights, but it's hot. Plus, I think the heater's on, and this is the hottest room in the house. So, anyway. All right. So let's start with Shima or Shema. Where you at? Let me say hi to you guys. Where are you? Hi, Feisty Queen. Shima. Is it Shema or Shima? That's what I need to know, because I'm going to keep saying it wrong or right, and I want to make sure it's not wrong, because that's like probably annoying. Sanj. Jaded Kate. Nice. How are you guys doing? I'm doing well. Okay, so we're going to start with Shima. Will Dilshad come back to me? I'm stuck on him. Don't know what to do. Please help me, Katrina. Thank you. All right, so let's see what's going on with this person. See what we need to know about this. Stressed? Oh no. Shima. Okay. Okay. So Dilshad. Sorry, Buzz. Too many came out at once. Okay. Dilshad. What's the story with this person? What does she need to know? Well, what are you really asking? You said I'm stuck on him, don't know what to do. Okay, so any advice for her in regards to this person that she is stuck on? King of Wands. Interesting. This actually came out first, but I didn't show you that because it was kind of like down there, but I'm showing you now. And I do want to point out that it came out first. Sorry about that light. Love that glare. There we go. 10 of Pentacles and King of Wands. It kind of represents security, stability, making sure you have these things. Like, these things are going to be important and probably helpful for you to get over the person. Apparently there's no chance is kind of what it seems like you're saying. Like, you don't think that there's any hope. So you're like, I need to get over him. Like, I'm stuck on him. And it's going nowhere, and I'm just stuck. And with that, it's actually telling you to get very motivated and take action. And it probably has a lot to do with your money situation, and your security. So your security overall. I mean, this is the 10 of Pentacles. So it's like overall in a huge way, like every part of your security, like not just money. Money, of course, probably has something to do with it. Security is different for everyone. It means different things to different people. So whatever it means for you, of course, is what we're talking about. But overall, it's just like overall your security and your stability, I would say, within yourself, within your material world, within your family and everything, your foundation. Make sure all of that is taken care of and get very motivated about that. And once you're focused on that, I have a feeling that's kind of where it's headed, is that it's going to say that, everything else will just kind of fall away and make more sense then. It's saying kind of like go for it now. Like, maybe you've been thinking about it for a long time or contemplating things, and now it's a time to stop doing that. Like, usually with this card, the Page of Wands, I would say don't take action without thinking. But in this case, I feel like it's saying more that you need to just take action already, instead of sitting back and not doing something about it, or something different, or just something in general. Like, this is just action. Like, just do it already. Do something different. Do something new, get out there and get your mind off of it. Like, do something outside and do something that's not normal for you. Like, something that's just going to get your mind off of things and distract you. And also focus on your stability here. Get very motivated about that. Do we see any opportunities coming for that, for her stability, for her money situation, for her job, possibly? What do you mean by 10 of Pentacles? 10 of Swords. Interesting. So it's like, it's not going to be a bad thing. I feel like it's more saying that it's weird because usually, yeah, I would say something different with the Ten of Swords, just like the Page of Wands. But in this case, like right away, I just feel like it's saying it's going to be like a new start for you. You see how his hand, well, you probably can't see that because the glare, but you see how his hand is like, his palm is facing up? And that's because he is accepting this betrayal, or this kind of like that he's dead now. He's not just like going to dwell in it, kind of like you're saying you're stuck. It's like the opposite of that. It's not like he's going to dwell on it and stick there and just and stay stuck there. He's going to accept what is, and he's going to move on, and he's accepting of, you know, what's to come, what's, you know, coming next. So for you, I feel like this is kind of like the hallmark of a new beginning for you, like a renewal, you know, like this is like you're shedding your old skin, and you're going to have a lot of more opportunities. It's kind of like a rebirth, you know? And then the Chariot, that is Cancer. Could be Cancer involved, but I would say more so. It's like you're going towards your goals, you know, and you're going towards them in a certain direction. Like there's these two sphinxes here at the bottom, and it's just saying you got to pick one. You have to choose one way. Like one of these sphinxes, I mean, both of these sphinxes, each one is going to take you in a different direction. You have to choose one direction. You can't have both. So in order for you to do that, you're going to have to like kind of, you know, really consider which way is best, but then go that way. And so it is a directed outcome. Like it's you're directing yourself towards a goal. There is a goal, and you are trying to meet that goal, but it's like you have a plan, you know. It's not just like gonna fall into your lap. You're working towards it and you're going in that direction. I feel like you're just going to be very focused on yourself and what you need to do to stay secure, structured, stable. And it looks like your emotions, even though wands are action, it's kind of touching on paranoia here. It's like you're fearful that something bad's going to happen. Like it's probably because a lot of good things are going to be happening around this time, and then you're going to be like, whoa, like when's the shitty stuff going to start happening? Because this doesn't make sense for me. Like, why is all of this good stuff happening? Why are these opportunities presenting themselves? And why am I like able to make things happen now? And you're just going to see a lot more opportunities open up for you. But the thing is, you're not really trusting in that. You're kind of scared about it. You know, you're kind of like wary of it. And you're kind of worried that something bad is going to happen. I wouldn't even say kind of. I mean, you're thinking, when's all this shit going to end? You know, when shit going to hit the fan and bad stuff's going to start happening again? Like, this doesn't happen to me, you know? Like, this doesn't just, like, you just feel like something bad's going to happen all of a sudden. I'm just checking if you said anything. Okay. And now I'm going to use this deck to see. In regards to this person, what do we need to know in regards to this person and her finding her way out of this feeling of being stuck, and her feeling like she can remove herself from this energy, from this person? Dilshad. Self-imposed restriction. You feel stuck. You think. These are swords. Swords are thoughts, mental energy. So you think, you're having all sorts of thoughts of how you're stuck, and you just can't, you're trapped and your hands are tied and you can't escape and you're stuck here, right? That's what you told me. You said you're stuck, and you're stuck on this person and you don't know what to do. And these are things that we're telling ourselves, like, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do about this. How can I get out of this? I can't get out of this. I need to ask somebody what to do because I don't know. And it's like, these are just thoughts. You know what I mean? It's not reality. I mean, it's your reality for now, and that's fine. And I don't want to invalidate that. I'm acknowledging that. Of course, it's important, but just know that it's not. Just know it's the devil, or you know, also it's just a toxic way of thinking. It's a toxic way of believing, like negative self-talk. It's just really not a good energy for you to keep telling yourself you're in it, you're in it, you're in it, you're stuck. Like the Eight of Swords is all about you can walk away at any time because her ankles here are not tied up or anything. But she thinks that she's stuck because the blindfold and her hands are tied, but the swords are just sticking in the ground. They're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to stop her from anything. But she thinks in her mind that she's stuck, literally, and that she can't leave. But little does she know she really can. So when you're stuck like that, you just have to keep telling yourself, like I always tell people to just tell themselves, I can literally just walk away at any time. Like I can literally just walk away. Like literally just remove myself and leave and walk away at any time. I literally can do that. Like there's nothing stopping me except for myself. So that's what you need to know about that. And then the devil here, obviously, it's not something that's easy to let go of. You see that they're chained. They're chained. See this chain right here? They're chained to this devil here. And what that means is like you're chained to it. It's not just something that's like easy to brush off, like whatever, deuces, no. It's a little more difficult than that. But the thing about it is it's still possible. It's hard. There's temptations and there's urges to like stick with it and to not remove yourself from it. But I think that's cool that the self-imposed restriction card came out first, because that means it's mainly yourself keeping yourself there, and you just don't know it. You just don't know that you're keeping yourself miserable. I know you're not trying to, and you don't mean to, but all you have to do is walk away. All you have to do is just like tell yourself, I'm done. Not that you haven't tried, but definitely support's going to be good. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes, like we saw already, and then a rest period. So it'd be important for you to like take it easy. We do see the King of Cups, which is beautiful because that's like a very supportive man or woman, doesn't matter. But in this case, it's coming out as a man, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a man, but it's just a supportive figure in your life during the situation, which is good because you need that support and that person who kind of cares to listen, to talk, and at a distance too. Like the King of Cups is more of at a distance instead of nurturing and very loving and touchy-feely like the Queen of Cups. And then the Tower card is, there's going to be a lot of changes and a lot of transformation for you. That's good. That's an awesome thing. Try not to resist changes right now and in the coming months, because you're not going to be able to avoid them anyway. If you try to resist change now, it's going to be a lot harder for you with the Tower there. But these changes they may be something you don't want to change, but in the end, it's going to be a lot better for you. It's going to bring you a lot more than you would have imagined before, and you're going to be grateful for it. You're going to see like why that had to happen. Sometimes it's painful and it's hard, but if you resist it, it's just that much harder. Because with the Tower, it's like it's gonna change. It's going to change, and you just have to kind of allow it to. Many different things with the Tower. And then take it easy on yourself. Rest period. Like don't go hard and don't take on too much and don't be running yourself into the ground. You're going to need all the energy you can get, and it's important that you take a rest and that you're aware that your mental health is important, your well-being is important, and you're going to need to take it easy on yourself during this time, but you're going to be able to get through it. A lot of opportunities coming towards you, okay? And didn't you have another question? Remember I said 2 questions, I think, for you, right? I know I did. So just go ahead. Or did you do it already? Did you? Right on. Good. Okay, yeah. Okay, you have one more question. Shima. Can I have a general reading for the next 3 months? Is that okay? Yes, of course. Shima wants a general for the next 3 months. Give us the general energy for Shima within the next upcoming 3 months. What do we need to know about the next 3 months for Shima? What do we need to know about the next 3 months for Shima? What do we want to know for Shima for the next 3 months? What do we want to bring to her attention in general? Shima. Sorry, Buzz. Okay. Yeah, of course. You were here earlier, remember? So that's why I said I'm going to give you 2 questions because you were here and then I was like, okay, I'm not really going to go live. Sorry. That's kind of fucked up. So that's why. So first of all, I did see the 10 of Wands, and I think we talked about this, you taking on too much, and it looks like you're going to, but just be aware of that, be cautious of that there could be a lot of things that maybe people are, with the 10 of Wands too, a lot of times it's like people around you could help out, but they just don't, for whatever reason. Maybe it's because you're the type of person that's like, I got it. Like, it's just easier and faster. If I do it, I already know how to do it. Like, just let me do it. But really you're hurting yourself by doing that, because, and others too, because they're not taking responsibility for their part and you're allowing that, and it's harder for you, and then it just gets harder, like, in the long term, you know what I mean? Because no one's doing what they're supposed to do and you're doing everything, and it's exhausting. So caution about that. Next month's your birthday month. Woo woo. Cool. All right, so anything else here? Again, the Tower. So yeah, it's like everything's just going to come to, it's like something's got to give, right? And it's going to give. It's going to explode, and you're not going to, have a choice. Like, it's not that bad. Really, it's just, it means change. So try to be open to change. Any change that's going to happen, that's trying to occur, take place in your life at that time. Within the next 3 months. Like I said, the Tower is going to be super important for you. It came out twice here. And again, this one flew out. Self-imposed restriction. So it looks like you're kind of like not wanting to make changes. Like it's almost like I know you don't want to, because no one wants to be stuck anywhere. But in a way, you kind of are keeping yourself there. It's not that you want to be stuck, but you don't want to make certain changes. You don't want things to change. And it's like, why, why don't you want things to change? Things are fucking not really that great. You know what I mean? Like, you should be like stoked on change. And I know it's difficult though, it just depends on what your relationship is to change, and everyone's different. But for you, it seems like it's going to be a little bit difficult here. So just be aware of that. Just try to put yourself in that mindset if you can, that look, changes are going to take place and I need to be ready for them, and I need to accept them, so that things are like running a lot smoother for me. It's just part of life. So let's get ready for it. And it's for my highest good, instead of it's not like against me. It's going to be better for me. So, and either way, you can't really control it anyway. So, change is going to happen. And here it looks like you have a lot of support on your side, a lot of attention for some reason. A lot of attention, a lot of support, a lot of people looking at you and noticing you. And but for the most part, they're on your side about things, whatever that means. Looks like you're very in your power next month, or in the next 3 months. This is like you're getting shit done. You are about your shit, and you're not holding back, and you're not asking permission either. You're not like allowing people to tell you can't accomplish things. Even if they try to tell you that, which, it doesn't really look like they're going to. It looks like they're going to be on your side, but they are about supporting you doing whatever the fuck it is you need to do. And you're getting shit done, and you are handling shit in the next 3 months. So that's cool. So yeah, maybe if you can harness that energy of the Tower and try to change and try to allow these changes to take place, then it'll work so much better for you. And it looks like then now you're standing in your power here. Cool. Queen of Wands is a really great card to get. Ooh, yeah, I love that guy. Love him. Capricorn energy, possibly, but also the devil. So the devil comes out again and he's like, hey, you're doing really well. Let me fuck it up for you. Let me throw something in your face and make you sad and make you not want to do anything you've been doing and not make you want to like succeed or anything. It could also mean a Capricorn person is coming in to offer you a connection just because the Knight of Cups. But be careful because, it could be the devil in disguise. You know how that goes. So that's a whole different separate issue. Let me just see really quick though if like one or two more cards about that. Tell me about this devil person here. What is it here for with the Knight of Cups? What is it here for with the Knight of Cups for Shima for the next 3 months? Reunion, possibly. Closed off. Didn't have a voice. Okay, this is a reunion. You could be like reuniting with somebody you know. It could be a Capricorn, and it could just be that devil character again. Maybe this person that you've been getting over or trying to get over, or it could be somebody else from your past. But either way, I feel like if it isn't a Capricorn specifically, like literally, if it's not a Capricorn, then we're talking about that toxic energy there. So I mean, it could be a Capricorn with toxic energy anyway, but I would say that if it's not a Capricorn, like it's a different sign, then we're talking about the devil. We're talking about this toxic energy here. So I would say it's something, you're reuniting with. Toxic energy, not really great. And you were closed off to it for a long time, or it was closed off to you. Like it wasn't taking or giving any offers. Anything that you tried to communicate, it was just not responding. Like you just could not get through to it. It was being very stubborn in the past here. You didn't really have much of a voice at all. No power in that situation. And so they're coming back around. Interesting. We have the Knight of Cups there, so maybe they're offering some kind of affection towards you. I'd be careful with that, though, because it is the devil again. You're reuniting with the devil, so I wouldn't say it's like, your best match. Doesn't seem like it's like the most fulfilling relationship, but again, that's up to you, what you decide to do with that. I just don't think it's, you should probably steer clear of that because you're doing really well at the time that this person tries to pop back in. So be careful with that. Let's see what else. Do I want to end it there? There's so much more in that, but that would take a long time. That would be like a whole separate reading. So let's just move on. I'm going to leave you with that, okay, Shima? I'm going to leave you with that information, okay? Like hair everywhere. So yeah, don't resist change. Get shit done. Stand in your power. Don't ask permission. Just hold people responsible for their part. Don't take on everything. Don't take on too much. Watch your mental health. Watch your emotional health. Watch your well-being. Watch your self-talk. Self-care and all of that. Okay, and thank you. Who was after that? Because I don't have all of these here. Okay, let's see. Oh, Feisty Queen, right? Sanch. Feisty Queen and Sanch, right? No problem. Cool. I'm glad. So if you don't know already, if you're like new here or something, welcome. Please go ahead and like this video when you get a chance. Also, something to know about this channel is that every single time I go live, I offer 3 free readings in the beginning. And that's what we're doing right now. And the way to get a free reading is to be one of the first 3 people here when I go live. So the way to do that is to subscribe, first of all, which if you're in the chat, then you're already subscribed and you found out that you have to be subscribed to chat. That's true, right? I'm pretty sure that it's like that this time too. Now that I think of it, I'm not sure, but either way. The way to get a free reading is you have to subscribe, and next to that big red button subscribe down there, next to it, there's a little bell icon. It's like a little bell. You click that, and then there's 3 options that'll show. You click all, and then that makes it so that you get a notification every time I go live, like right the second I go live. And what that does is it gives you the opportunity to click into the live get on here with us and type into the chat. And if you're one of the first 3 people to type into the chat, then you're one of the first 3 people here. So that's how that works. And that goes for every single time I go live. So check that out. Make sure that your YouTube notifications are enabled, because that could fuck things up if they're not. It won't work if they're not. And then you can get a free reading every single time. That's how Feisty Queen does it. No, but we just did that free 30-minute reading. We just did that raffle, and Feisty Queen was the raffle winner. And you guys, I can't stress enough, the reason Feisty Queen won was because she always gets readings. And remember, I would say, if you donate and get a reading, then I'll give you a double entry. Remember when I was doing that? Well, Feisty Queen did that like every single time. So I was not really surprised when she won, because it's like, that's how that works. That's why I'm offering that, So we're not doing another raffle yet, but we will soon. We'll do another free 30-minute reading. Whoever wins that. And it won't be as long this time. I remember last time it took forever to pull the winner, but this time it's not going to be that long. I'll do those every other week or something for different things. Bye, Shima. What message does my spirit or ancestors have for me? Okay. Do I have that deck? Wait, we can use... Yeah, that's kind of a different... Never mind. So what messages from your ancestors for Feisty Queen, please? Feisty Queen, we want to know anything her ancestors could be telling her, or her guides at this time that we need to know, that needs to be brought to her attention. Anything you can let us know. Help me to be the messenger for her. Help me to be the messenger for her and relay this information to her, please. You're closing yourself off to something, or you feel like something is... It's like you feel like there's a certain opportunity, or maybe many opportunities. Maybe you feel like there's just no opportunities. You just feel like there's things that are not available to you, or things that are closing off to you. Like you feel like you don't have certain, an opportunity, or you don't have a way to get something, or you don't have you don't have a clear path. Like things are blocked. You feel like something's blocking you, or you feel like you just don't have I don't know what it takes, or you just feel like there's something that's standing in the way between you and what you want. And then that was loud. And then but it seems like you're blocking something off. Like maybe you're not aware of that. It seems to me because when I first saw that card, I thought you're closing off to something. And then after that, I felt but you feel like things are closing off to you. So it's you don't understand that you're kind of unapproachable right now, for example. If you feel like people are not approaching you, it's because of the vibe you're giving off, and you feel like things are just not approaching you, but other things feel like you're just not approachable right now. You don't want to be approached. And that's just an example, but it's you feel like you're blocked, but really you're blocking yourself off from other things. You're not allowing things to come in. So let's see why this is. What this is about. Love that guy. Capricorn energy, but more so I feel obviously the devil. Toxic energy, temptations, urges, things that aren't good for you. It's I know it's so bad for me, but I like to do it. It feels good, or I want to do it. It's fun, or whatever it is. It's bad for you, but you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it. And it's bad, and you shouldn't, but you just keep doing it. So you keep engaging with that toxic, or that negative, or that unhealthy, whatever it is, thing, person, habit, and it's fucking with your well-being and the harmony in your life altogether. This is just totally fucking you up. That's Sagittarius energy as well, just in case you wanted to know the signs here, Capricorn and Sag. But I feel that's more saying this is definitely not good on your well-being. There's just no harmony. A lot of things are screwed up right now. A lot of things are kind of mixed up. A lot of things are just not clear, and a lot of things are you don't really know what's next. You're not really sure what's going to happen here. You're not really sure how to Get yourself out of a certain rut that you feel like you're in. There's a lot of negative energy here. What you don't understand is that you can stop this. Like, you're bringing it towards yourself. Yeah, it makes sense. You just want to be left alone. Yeah, people feel that. You're kind of thinking about something from the past. Like, there's something you're disappointed about, like where you should be proud. Like, you should be proud of it instead of disappointed. But I feel like you're kind of looking down on it. Like, you don't feel like you did well enough, or you feel like you could have done something different. And it's really kind of asking you to look at what you actually did well. You know, be proud of yourself for some reason. You know, like, you created a lot there. You built a lot there. And you're really not recognizing that. And this is partially why. I feel like you're kind of like the person who wants to start something already. Like, you want to start something new, and not like the Page of Wands where it's like you just want to start without thinking, but you just want to start different projects. Like, this is the Page of Pentacles. So it's talking about like the beginning stages of a project. You know, he's holding his pentacle. He has a goal. He has a plan. It's structured. It could make him money, possibly. It's not just some like crazy idea. It's, you know, something that's supposed to provide more structure to his life. And so he's going about it in a way that's, you know, methodical, and he's trying to think about it, and he's trying to do it right. But the thing is, maybe you just need to like finish something, or you need to go back maybe and recognize what you did, because if you start this project with the energy that you had from the last project, like, you're looking back going, oh God, like, where I should have been proud of myself, I'm not proud of myself. Like, all the things I did wrong, or all the things that, you know, could have been different, and just aren't. They're not. And so when you begin this new project here, it's like you're already starting off on the wrong foot. So let's see if we can do anything about that. It's like they're saying that you need to be more proud of yourself and recognize the gifts that you do have, recognize the skills and the strengths that you do have before going on into something completely different. Because it's just going to be the same result. It's like the Five of Cups, you know? You can keep doing the same thing and you're going to get the same result. You have to do something different. You have to like look at yourself in a better light in order to get better results and feel like you deserve that, you know, to feel like you're doing your best. Like, even if you fucked up, it doesn't even matter. It's like, just stop looking at yourself so negatively. That's the devil too. Just negative, toxic, bringing you down, you know? But you're bringing yourself down. Like, you need to like be nicer to yourself. Here we do have Temperance again. The World. See, the World to me, it's like cycles. It's like, as time goes on, you just keep like going around and around, and like when you come full circle, and it's just the same thing. It's just cycles that need to be broken, you know, cycles that you need to do something different, break free, jump off the cliff. No, but he is jumping off a cliff, and his dog is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, really, dude, we're gonna die. And he's just not even paying attention, because he's not worried about this. He's not worried about the past. He's not worried about everything he's learned and what he's known and what he's, you know, everything that all the life lessons. He's not worried about that. He just wants to not think about any of that, which is why it could be a bit careless. But in this situation, I feel like that's what's needed in order to break this cycle. You know, there's a cycle of obviously toxic energy and negative self-talk and all of those things. Like, it's, of course you want to close yourself off, you know, because it's a negative ass situation. You're not able to look at yourself in a good light. It's like, how are you going to have any kind of happiness? I mean, you need to like switch that up. You need to be proud of yourself for something. I want to see what this is about. Like, why you didn't have a voice somewhere, or you felt like your contribution wasn't really significant, and that's not the case. You felt like you didn't know the power you had in the situation really was significant. You feel like it really didn't mean shit. I'm sorry, not reading what you said. Stress. Okay, cool. I feel like you're just thinking about the past in regards to something, and now you're wanting to do something different, but it's not a good idea to do that until you kind of resolve yourself of this issue from the past, or from the recent past, whatever this is about. I feel like it's just about like the way you handled something, or the way something went down, and the way that it went down, you're kind of blaming yourself for it, or thinking that like you could have done something different. And that's probably not true, you know? Like, it's really not about you doing something different. It's just kind of the way it went down. And it's not because you did or didn't do something right, you know? Tell us what she needs to know here. Tell us what she needs to know here. For current situation or feel better and open up again to people. What does she need to hear? You're too hard on yourself. What does she need to hear? What does she need to know? What does she need to hear? What does she need to know? What does she need to hear? What does she need to know? What does she need to hear? What does she need to know? What does she need to hear? What does she need to know? What does she need to hear? What does she need to know? You see that better now? Death. Death. And it doesn't actually mean death. It means change. Endings. A drastic change, or an ending. But not death, actually death. So there needs to be another, like I said, something needs to break the cycle, you know? Like you need to do something completely different, change. You need to break this cycle. I see the judgment card on the ground too. It's like you're not judging the situation right. Like you're not judging it. You could be judging yourself more than you're judging the situation, as in, what do I need to do? Like maybe hermit mode it, you know, what approach do I need to take to change this? You're just kind of sitting in it like, what is going on? But there's things you can do. So let's see what those things are. First of all, 3 of Cups. So you've been isolating, right? And it's time to kind of, you know, get out there, spend time with good friends. I'm not talking about, ew, what the hell? What the okay. Anyway. Oh god, like don't even put a fucking damper on my mood right now, seriously. Just had to fucking do that. Like cool. Awesome. Love that when people just, you know, they just drop in and go, "Hey, you're a fucking cunt." And it's like, what? I don't even fucking care. Okay. So, like I said, be spending time with friends instead of what you think. Yeah, I'm fine. Instead of what you're doing now, like you're kind of like hanging out with yourself and no one else, and you want to be left alone. Sometimes that's kind of like the opposite of what you should do. And in this situation, I feel like that's the case. It's the opposite thing that you should do, because the Three of Cups is all about like good, genuine people that actually care about you, people that actually want you to do well and want to see you happy, like give a shit. And so those people are the people that you need to surround yourself by at this time. You need to open up to them because they do care, and it's going to help you, apparently, which makes sense. The Sun, you're going to have a lot of realizations, talking about things and kind of just getting it out and kind of just like expressing yourself in the energy of people who really do give a fuck and aren't going to judge you. It's like your own therapy. What did I say? Remember the Hermit? The Hermit, I said that before. Virgo energy, but also before I was talking about like the Hermit, because I was saying like you need to kind of like look inside instead of just looking at the situation and thinking like it's sad. Look at what's going on, like what you need to change, what cycles are toxic and what things are bringing you down. Like how does this keep happening? Like how does it keep, it's like there's a trigger, there's something that you are responsible for that leads to this, things that you can change. And it's good, because people think, oh, it's my fault. And it's like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if it is something that you can change yourself, then great. If it's something you can't change, that sucks, because then it's like you can't change it and you're just kind of fucked. But because you can change this, you can do different things and you can have a new like way of approaching the situation. And it's not even a new way of approaching the situation, more like certain things you don't need to have in your life anymore, certain things you don't need to engage in anymore, or do, or surround yourself with and have in your life, and it won't lead to such depression. Like there's certain toxic things that you keep engaging with, or even just self-talk, attitudes towards yourself, and ways that you're coping with things. Maybe you're avoiding coping with things, and then later on it hits you really hard and you're just like not sure what the fuck's going on. There's certain things that you need to do differently, and the only way to know what exactly those things are, like your ancestors are saying, switch up your fucking approach right now for what you're, to how you're handling shit, because it's just going to keep ending up in the same situation. The Hermit is all about looking inside and self-reflecting and being by yourself. So right now, while you're by yourself, you might want to take advantage of that. It doesn't really matter what other people want or think you should do. It's really important what you need to do for yourself, like what you know is best for you to do. And the only way to know how to do that, or know what those things are, is to look inside and kind of have that quiet time, journal if you need to, like actually spend that time by yourself and figure out what it is, like listen to yourself, quietly, sit in the quiet, listen to yourself, meditate. I mean, there's these things that you could do to kind of like hear what's, needs to be done for yourself, and only you can do that. So take this time while you're by yourself, take this time to do that if you can discipline yourself enough to do that. But when you're ready, I think it's important that you get out and express yourself with your friends and people that actually care, not acquaintances, not drinking buddies, not your neighbor. I'm talking about people that you can sit and cry with, like people that you can just get it all out. You don't even know what the fuck's wrong, you just need to talk, and they're like, I got you. And then it all comes out and you have some realizations here. The sun, it feels very good. It's like a weight was lifted. You just feel like the sun is shining on you. There's all these possibilities now. It just feels like very good, bright energy there. Once you're lifting yourself up out of the darkness by getting it out, and you feel heard, then the Ace of Wands. You'll have the opportunity to take action. Five of Cups. And that's cool because the Five of Cups, do you remember that card? It's the three cups he's looking at. He's looking at these cups and he's like all sad and dwelling because they're knocked down, and he's just dwelling on it. And what that means, it's like crying over spilt milk. It's like this is something that's already happened. Spilt milk, cups are knocked over and he's upset about it. So what he's doing in that card is in the present moment where he is in the present moment, and he is in the present moment dwelling on something that's already happened. So he is in the present moment dwelling on the past, not being in the present moment, not thinking about the future. He's just dwelling on something that is already done, can't go back, can't change it, can't fix it. I mean, it's done, it's over, you know? And he's sitting there laser focused, dwelling on it in the present moment. So the thing is, then you see behind him, there's those 2 cups still standing. And he could take those 2 cups. He doesn't see that. He's laser focused on dwelling on the past. But if he can see these 2 cups behind him, he can see that those are 2 opportunities that he can take and do something with those. So for you, I feel like it's the same thing. It's saying Ace of Wands, 5 of Cups. So with this opportunity to do something, Ace of Wands is all about opportunity to take action and make something happen. Go for it. Make something happen. Take action. Set yourself on a goal and be determined about something. Like, take action. When that opportunity presents itself, you have an option. We have a few options. You can take those 2 cups and you can do something different and have a different outcome, a better outcome for yourself. Break that cycle. Don't just keep going around the world again and again and again, get the same fucking result, be disappointed, just like the 5 of Cups. Didn't I say that before? I said just like the 5 of Cups. In the same situation again, just dwelling on it. And here we are, coming full circle, and that's exactly what it's saying. So you can take the 2 cups and you could do something different, break that cycle and have a better outcome, or you could do the same thing and you could be in the same place again. So that is really up to you to make that change. Like, you got to do something different. You can't just keep doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome, right? We all know that. And that's the main point of that situation right there for you, is like, break the cycle, make a change. When that opportunity presents itself, it's time to do something different. But make sure you're spending a little bit of time by yourself, but do it right. Like, don't just isolate for no good reason. If you're going to isolate, definitely do some self-reflecting, journaling, meditation. Try to listen to what your inner self is telling you, and you'll hear some things, and you'll get some answers. But also, when that's over and done with, make sure you're getting out there and expressing yourself with people that actually care, and so that you're heard and you feel like you can just get that shit out and get it off of you, because then the sun comes out and it's all good. You feel a lot better. So make sure you're doing like all of those things, not one and not the other, but all of them. You got to time by yourself, meditate, self-reflect, get it out, express yourself with your friends, get everything off your chest, go for it, take action, do something different. Okay. Pretty clear. Pretty fucking clear. Mm-hmm. What the fuck did I do now? I didn't do anything. Don't let whoever texts you fuck up your mood. I know, right? No, it's not that person anymore. They actually just wanted to leave me on the hang and make me wonder now what the fuck they're talking about, but it's all good. You're right. You're right. You're right. You are right. Thank you, Feisty. Thank you. You're right. See, that's a good friend right there. And then we have one more person, Sanch. That's right. So are you still here, Sanch? Hopefully, because it's your turn, girl. Oh, funny. Judgment again. It's funny. That's so cute. I love these cat cards. They're adorable. Okay. Sanj, what is your question, love? And then we'll take some donations. If anyone's interested in getting a reading tonight, we're doing readings for, if you look in this in the chat, and you can see my pinned message, and you can also read the description, but in the pinned message it says only ask if you want the truth, subscribers only tarot readings, ask one question for $5, which is cheaper than normal, which is awesome, and ask 2 questions for $7.49. So check the description, obviously, for all the details on how to donate, and hit the like button, please, if you're here right now and you haven't yet. I'd really appreciate you hitting the like button. It really helps the channel a lot. Oh, Jaded Kate. I did not see that. PayPal? Yeah, I'm not getting notifications on PayPal right now for some reason. I think because I reset. So I'm going to have to check that really quick. Sorry about that. I did not notice. Well, I wasn't notified, but that's not your fault. All right. That is on me. I should have fixed that before this, but thanks for letting me know, because I would not have known that at all if it weren't for you saying that right now. Oh, right on. Cool. Is Sanch still here? Sanch, are you with us still? Okay, perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you want me to read it or no? Out loud? Like, should I not read it out loud? Or do you care? Because I'm just going to go ahead and go with you for this reading, since you did donate and you've been waiting and Sanch isn't here. So we're just going to go ahead. Sure. Like, you want me to not say it out loud, or you don't mind? Just say I do or I don't mind. Don't mind at all. Okay. Cool. So, okay. So, I pulled back my energy from Jay, and immediately this new guy R just pops up. I would, question 1, like to know more about him personally, because he seems to have a difficult life, very successful now. To have had a difficult life, very successful now. Question 2, why we are connecting and what the purpose is. Maybe romantically, maybe friendship, who knows? Going with the flow on this one. Gotcha. So, I like your name, by the way. Very pretty. So, pull back my energy from Jay, and this new guy R pops up. So you want to know more about R. So tell me what she needs to know about R. She said he seems to have had a difficult life and he's successful now, but she'd like to know what's the story on this person. What does she need to know overall for her highest good? What would you like her to know? What do you think is important for her to know about R? We want to bring to her attention about R. What is most important for her to know now about this new person R in her life? Okay, so a stable person has their shit together. Good. That's my name too. That's what I noticed. No, but it's yours is prettier, like the way it's in that form. I like it. It's unique to me. I don't know if it's like a common name where like wherever you are, but to me it's unique and it's pretty. Yeah, they have had a hard life, it looks like, obviously, you know. 10 of Wands here, they've taken on a lot. But they have a lot now. You know, they have their shit together now. They take on a lot. They probably still take on a lot. There's people in their lives who may be kind of leeching or just not doing what they're, you know, their job. They're not taking responsibility for themselves, you know. And they're part of the situation, whatever it is. And so this person, yeah, you're right. They have worked a lot. They've worked hard and done a lot of things for a lot of people, it seems like, and they have their shit together now, you know, so that's good. What else do you want her to know about this R person? I'm just going to put these back because I don't know in what order they are. I'm not sure if they're the old reading or this reading, so can you guys like this video? If you guys haven't done that yet, please go ahead and do that. I'd really appreciate that. It helps out so much. YouTube is like, oh, people are liking this. I'm going to send this to people so they can watch it. So why feisty? Do you want me to send it back to you? Or do you want to wait and next time you just get a free reading? It's up to you. I don't mind either way. Oh, Sanch. Hey. Okay, so we'll do you after this one, okay, Sanch? Okay, so what else is there to know about this person? R for Jaded Kate. What does Jaded Kate need to know about this person? R. What do you want to bring to her attention about this person? R. What do you want to bring to her attention here? What is most important for her to know here? What do you want to bring to her attention? What do you think she should know about this person R in her life? We're going to ask later what the purpose of this connection is. But for now, we want to know, what is it that you would like her to know about his energy? Okay, this could mean one of two things, or maybe both. It could mean either you're going to realize a lot of things, maybe learn a lot of things and have a lot of realizations, and things are going to make more sense, like, and come together. Maybe this person's older than you and they just have more experience in life than you, and they're kind of like showing you things, and you're figuring things out and you're understanding things on a different level. And at the same time, it feels very good. You know, it's a good energy. It feels very nice to be in this kind of light, you know? Headed towards some kind of direction here. Like you're making moves. You're on a mission in a way. That's what you need to know. Maybe this person has a plan. Okay, they want to be in charge. Okay, we have Aries Cancer here. Those two signs, just letting you know if you're interested in knowing what the signs here are. So I mean, to me, it's like, it's a good energy here, and they feel good in your energy here with the sun. And also, there's a lot to show you. There's a lot that you have to learn. There's a lot that you have to see, and it's going to feel good. And also headed towards a certain direction, and they want to be kind of like in the calling the shots there, though. You know, they want to do it their way. I don't know what that means or if that's good or bad, but they have kind of like this set goal. It almost feels like a Scorpio person because they have their eye fixated on you, and then they have this goal and this plan, and they want to take you along for the ride. And it's like it's almost like they've already decided that you're theirs or something. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting from this. Interesting. We have Virgo here. Also, the Hermit. So self-reflection is needed. Why is that? Somebody feels like they don't have a voice or much power in the situation. And then there's that nurturing energy here. So that's an interesting mix. So somebody wants to call the shots and kind of take you along for the ride and be like the one in charge. And you need to like take some caution though, because it might feel like you don't have much, like if you do allow them to kind of take charge in that way, it could kind of, you know, easily become too much or too heavy. And it would feel almost like they're overpowering you, or like you just don't have much of a say anymore, you know, like, and that might feel uncomfortable for you. And you're kind of in this position of being nurturing or being that like caretaking type person, but I don't know why that's coming out like that. I feel like you'd end up still as a queen. You're still showing up as a queen, which is a powerful energy, which is a person within their own energy. It's a very strong energy. It's not just like a page or something, but so you have influence and power and control, but at the same time, you're offering, your job is to offer emotion or connect, you know, give what you like, nurture, you know. So it's almost like it's kind of a big deal, you know. It's a big job. It's a lot of energy being put out there. It's like if you're having to just listen and go along for the ride, and you're also having to provide this person's like emotional support, it could become, I don't know. To me, I feel like that it might be a little like, where do you get to do what you want to do? But maybe you feel comfortable in that energy. I don't know. We'll see what this all means. I feel like there's set rules that are kind of already played out here, that are kind of already set up here. And it's like whether or not you're wanting to, you know, whether or not you agree with that, that's the way that it goes, you know, that's the way that it will be. That's the way that they plan for it to be, that they see it going, that they expect it to turn out to be. They feel like their way is best. So Aries energy right here, like with this Emperor wanting to call the shots, right? Wanting to be in charge and in control, and they feel like their way is best. That's why they want to be. I mean, there may be different reasons for why they want to be in control, but they feel like this is the best way to do things, and that's why they're going to do it this way. And it's not that you just don't know any better, but it's just that they know what's best, and they just kind of expect you to agree with that, or kind of just like know that too, you know? So tell me about the Hermit. Why is the Hermit coming out here? What is the self-reflection, or the need to slow down and take caution, kind of like be less heavy, like, you know, kind of like slow it down, take a step back and think about this. Justice, Libra, also fairness, do what's right, do what's fair, think of both sides, find a balance, find a middle ground. Is there no middle ground here? Like, why? What is the Two of Swords here for? Justice is needed here for the Hermit. Judgment. So we're going to find out what judgment is, but this is coming out in regards to the Two of Swords, which is a card representing you lacking that power. You just don't feel like you have power. You don't feel like you have a voice. It's mental energy, it's communication, exchanging of ideas. So this being swords, you see she has a blindfold on. So she doesn't see that these two swords in her hands can really do some damage and really do have a lot of influence. She doesn't know that. She doesn't see that. She doesn't think that because of the blindfold. So she doesn't know the power that she's holding. She thinks she holds no power. Her contribution is insignificant in her opinion. So it feels like a very like low, it feels like a place where you just don't have control or any kind of judgment, or I mean any kind of say so. It's uncomfortable, you know. It feels like somebody, like if you don't have any control, who does? And if they do, are they abusing that, or are they like fair, or, you know, which is like, if you feel like you don't have control, that's just a shitty situation. And I feel like it's almost saying like you need to judge this either correctly. Either way, I feel like it's saying you need to judge it correctly. So does that mean you're judging it wrong by thinking that you have no control? Well, first of all, yeah, because the Two of Swords is all about you do have power, you just don't see it. So in that situation, when you get to that place with this person, like if you get to that place where you feel like they're kind of like trying to take over things and they're trying to like direct your life or tell you what you should do, kind of be controlling, I feel like they're not doing it to like I don't know if people that are controlling really know that like they're being controlling and that it's bad. Like, I mean, some of them do, I'm sure, but like if they're just kind of doing what they think is best, they're still missing the point that what they think is best may be different from what you think is best for yourself. You know, they don't know what's best for you. It's your life, but they may think they do. And I don't think they're coming from a negative place thinking that. It's still not their place to they can think that all they want, but it's not their place to tell you and expect you to listen and be upset if you don't, you know? And nothing is saying that that's going to happen. It's just that if that does happen, that's what I would be watching out for, you know, for them to be like not okay with you not listening to their recommendation or whatever they think is best. It just looks like that's what they're going to be trying to do, is like kind of guide or direct, or like they think a certain way is the right way. And I'm not sure what the reaction would be if you don't listen to that, but it looks like that's kind of their role in your life here. And that's the way it would go. And you just don't feel like you really have much of a say. But I don't think that's true at all. You do have a say. So what does she need to do in order to, like, what does she need to, I'm getting somewhere with this, hang on. In this connection with this person, how can she find, why does she feel like she doesn't have a voice, first of all? Why does she feel like she doesn't have a voice? Like, why doesn't she see her power? Is he putting her down or telling her she... Two of Wands. So deliberate action, deliberate decisions, needing to make a decision, stop thinking about it, stop contemplating, take action now, make a decision now. 2 twos here. Okay. Why does she feel like she doesn't have a voice? Because she needs to take action. She needs to stand up for herself. She needs to say what's bothering her when it's bothering her, or they won't know, or they won't understand you, and they'll just take over. So you need to have boundaries and stick up for yourself, stand up for yourself. Whenever you feel like something's uncomfortable, don't just brush it off. Like, actually put your foot down and say, nope, not cool with that. Like, this is why, you know, and they'll have to work around it. They'll have to see that and be like, okay, well, I have to adjust then, or they won't. And then you'll be like, okay, this is a bad situation. But if, you know, they're a reasonable person, it's like, you got to be able to say what you're not okay with, you know, because they don't know. If you're just okay with everything, they're like, okay, you're cool with it, you know. But if you're not, you need to like make that apparent and make that known. And here, 5 of Swords. They may not react too well to that. You could be the 5 of Swords too. Like, if you're coming from, here's how you could know who the 5 of Swords is right now, is because if you would identify yourself as a person that's coming from a past relationship, like you've had a past relationship, recently or non-recent, but you've had a past relationship that there was no trust, or the trust was broken. And so now into this relationship or friendship, whatever it is, a connection, you're not bringing, you're kind of, it's unfair because you're bringing that from your past relationship into this relationship. And you're kind of coming from a stance of like, I'm not going to let anybody get close because then I won't get hurt. And it comes off as a bitter and resentful bully type energy. And it could be, if it's not you who's really not letting anyone get close, kind of being a dick, you know, being kind of a bully, and maybe not, you know, but for a reason, for that purpose, because you don't want anyone to get close. And that's what people misunderstand, I think, about the 5 of Swords, is that it's not just a bully for no good reason. It's like a person that's been hurt. Doesn't mean it's right, but if it's not you in that energy, it's them. And it's not a good energy. You never want to get the 5 of Swords with a connection, any kind of relationship, because that means the person's going to try to win at all costs. And if they're trying to win at all costs, then there is no relationship. It's a game. It's a competition. And no one's going to win. Except them. They will win too. They always do. And the reason that they always win is because they do not get close. They don't let you get close, and they can easily just break off from it because they're not really attaching. And it's not really fair to everybody involved, but it's going to help them not get hurt. So whoever that person is, there's the need to take action deliberately whenever you're uncomfortable with something with this person. So this person is a bit of a, I think they just have a different way of looking at things. And maybe you respect them for that. Maybe you're looking at them like, yeah, they know what they're talking about. Maybe I'll just do what they say, you know? But if not, then you don't have to. I mean, don't allow them to do anything or say anything or make you, you know, don't do anything you don't want to do, obviously, but just don't like agree or, you know, don't be living a life that they want you to live that you're not comfortable living, because you're going to end up in a situation where you aren't sure how to like stand up for yourself. There's a way to avoid that. I feel like, you know, there's a way to prevent that from ever happening in the first place. So this is kind of an intense thing here. What is the purpose of this person in her life? What's the purpose of this connection here now today and the next coming days, weeks, months, and year? What is the purpose of this connection in her life? What is the purpose of this connection in her life? I'm going to switch decks, actually. What is the purpose of this connection in her life? What is the purpose of this connection in her life? With R. Learning lessons again. The moon. When I first saw the world, immediately I just thought, you're having to learn something over and over and over. And here, finally now, it's probably going to be the last time. And we'll find out what that is. But the reason the moon's there is because, yeah, it's unclear. It has been unclear. Like, to me, it's saying that there's a lack of clarity here with whatever this lesson is. And that's why you're having to learn it again and again and again. Because it's like you've had to learn it before, but now you're not going to be able to forget. It's like now it's really going to probably be the last time, is what I'm thinking that's saying. So why is the moon here? Well, we know why the moon's here, because it's not been clear for you, this lesson. It hasn't really hit. It hasn't really solidified itself, really made presence in your life. So now, what is this lesson? Should we ruin that part? I feel like we kind of have to ask that. What is this lesson, or what do we need to know about this lesson? Because it's the world. It's like again and again, full circle, you know? Break the cycle. Right now, it's just not clear on how to do that. You haven't been able to do that yet. So is this going to hurt? Is this going to be painful? Is this going to be a life lesson that's, you know, going to bring her down or be productive? Like, what do we need to know about this lesson here? What do we need to know about this moon, this lesson in this world? Can't always get what you want, but be careful what you wish for too, because you might get it and you might really not like everything that it has to offer. Pros and cons to everything. And also greed here. It's like you can't just have it all. You know, there's not, you got to share, or you got to do things for yourself. You know, it's not just like you're going to get it all handed to you. This person is not sharing. 9 cups filled to the brim behind them. They've got it all and they want more. They'll take more. They're not sharing. They're not even thinking about sharing. They're like, I'll take anything I can get here. I'll take even more. I'll take whatever you have and whatever you have, whatever you have for them and her. And it's greed, you know, and just be careful what you wish for here, because the genie, you just might get it and you might not like everything it has to offer. So let's see what else here. Deeper. Page of Pentacles. Past life connection or nostalgia. Familiar feeling. The person feels familiar. It is an older person or a person with more experience, but I would say somebody older. And, you know, because this person's giving to this child. Emotional cup. Emotional. It's an emotionally based gift, I guess you could say. Whatever it's giving to the person. Support. You know, understanding of themselves. It's emotional. And it's the beginning stages of a project. You could be an earth sign person, because we have a young earth sign person here. But this is also beginning stages of a project. Beginning stages, early stages of a project, and something that could bring you more structure and stability in your life. You know, she's looking, or she or he is looking towards this pentacle. Like, this is the goal. This is what I'm after. This is what I'm going towards. And this is what I'm going to achieve. And this person is helping you to achieve that emotionally. But it could also feel like you've known this person a long time when you haven't. But it feels like that. It's like that past life kind of feeling. I've known you before. I've known you longer. I've known you for so long. I really don't know you at all, you know? But it's nostalgic. It's like memories that aren't even there. Opportunity to take action. So basically in all of this, I feel like the purpose is like check your greed, check everything you're wishing for, make sure you really want it, because that's the thing about this is that like easily it can become something not pretty, not cute, and something that is just too much, you know, like something that's just like I wanted, maybe you asked for like guidance and boom, here it is. But guess what? It's not going to come without a price. You know, this is kind of a heavy situation. It's kind of a very seriously emotionally based, emotionally charged situation. I feel like for you, at least, because you're kind of like questioning a lot of things about yourself, questioning your place and your stance and what power and control you have. Like, damn. But you're giving a lot of weight to this person. Like they have all the knowledge that you really need or something, that they have all this like knowledge that you just don't have. So just be careful of attaching. It gets heavy. Yep. Self-reflect. Take some time by yourself. Take a step back. This is the second time it's come out too. So definitely here, like you're going to be learning a lot about yourself in this. And that's probably why you're so connected to it, or even considering like it in your life or its importance, you know, because you're going to be having to learn a lot about yourself. And that's something that like you kind of go towards without knowing it. Like if you're really trying to discover yourself and change your life and figure out life and yourself in it and where your place is, you're going to be going towards these situations that bring that to you. Like, okay, life lesson check. Now you know a little more about yourself. And it's not always easy to go through those things, but sometimes you bring it towards yourself. And I feel like this could be partially one of those things that like you're trying to figure out yourself and your life. And it's like, you're going to have to go through some shit in order to figure that out. But that's what that is. It's like, you're going to be going through some shit, learning about yourself and figuring out like, okay, that's what this means. This is what I'm capable of. And this is what I have the opportunity to do. What am I going to do with it? You know, what do I need to know? Now I know. How am I going to harness that in the future? And what do I need to take from this? You know, you need to take the lesson this time. Because there's a lesson here that you need to be, that you've learned many times. This will probably be the last time. Most significant time. So it's just all part of the plan. It's all part of the path. It's all part of life. It's all part of karma or whatever you want to call it. It's just another step of the way, you know? Another day. Okay, so Sanch. And thank you, Jaded Kate, by the way, for your donation. Love this. Love you. Love it. Love that. General reading for the rest of February? That's what you wanted to know? Sanch? Okay. General reading for the rest of February for Sanch. Let me just switch up these cards really quick. Okay. So we're doing the rest of February. Okay, rest of February. Yeah, kind of heavy situation though, Jaded Kate. Like, life lessons. Okay, so let's see here. Definitely karmic situation. That's what it feels like to me. Like, it's like when people are brought into your life just for the purpose of you learning. Ooh, heavy. It's kind of hard. It's like, damn it. Why was that so significant? Whatever, dude. Drama. So the rest of February for Sanch. 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 Tell me about February and all the ins and outs, exciting things and opportunities to come for Sanch. The rest of February. Ooh, you're dwelling on something. See, this is the Five of Cups I was talking about. You see the 3 cups that are standing right there? Or they're knocked over, actually. They're knocked over, and then you have 2 cups here still standing. And this person's laser fucking focused on the 3 cups, and they don't even see these 2 cups here. So they're just like, in the present moment, they're focused on the past that they cannot change or do anything about. They don't even see these 2 cups as opportunities to do something different, to have a different outcome, to not be disappointed again. They can take those 2 cups, though, and also do the same thing and be disappointed again and be in the same situation. So let's see what else we need to know. It's kind of like saying don't do that. Like, do not do the same thing and end up in, because you'll end up in the same situation. Broke up last week. Manifestation, you can do anything that you really want to do right now. Like, you don't need anything else. He's got the Magician. The reason it's manifestation is because he has his wand, or his he has all the tools on the board. He has his pentacle, his cup, his sword, and his wand. He's got all the tools he needs to make shit happen for himself, to manifest whatever it is he wants, to go towards that goal and to make it happen. He does not need to go to school, taking more classes. I mean, eventually in the future, if that's what you want to do. I'm talking about right now, whatever this goal is, it's like you have all you need to make it happen, and you just don't. I mean, if you don't see that, that's, why that's coming out. But it's basically like you have everything you need to make shit happen right now. You don't need anything else. You can use the tools and skills you have now to achieve whatever it is you're trying to go towards and achieve. And you can make a lot of shit happen right now for yourself. So don't dwell. Like, try to look for the positive and things that you can bring towards yourself instead of like looking at what you don't have, If you don't have those things, how can you get those things? Maybe that's something you work towards. It says there's opportunity for the perfect time and place for you to speak your voice and say how you feel on a subject and be heard. So you'll be able to speak clearly and express it in a way that makes sense, in a way that's very, like, you'll say what you need to say and you'll get it out there. And it looks like you're the person who has their shit together and you're still willing to kind of give to this. Like, you're still willing to kind of nurture something or someone, and you're also able to take care of yourself. So what I'm questioning is that going to be reciprocated? Like, are you kind of the person who's like, I can take care of myself and I can also take care of others, but you're not really looking for somebody who can take care of you in the same way or reciprocate? So you're kind of just like the mom or something. You came back, messaged me, called me, but I didn't reply. It's like you're still willing to give to this and you're still willing to kind of like extend yourself for this after you speak your voice. So what is the connection? Why do we need to know this for the rest of February? Waiting a long time for what? To get that reciprocated. Like, this is not the person for you probably, because it's, you're so willing, like, you can take care of yourself and you're also willing to nurture this person. And saying you're waiting a long time for something to change, like for them to reciprocate, I feel like, or for them to really be enough for you, just like you're doing for them. You want to feel like they're extending themselves for you too. You want to feel like you're important to them, and you want to feel like you matter to them. You want to feel like they're going out of their way to make you happy or do something for you, consider you. You don't want to just be the only person. So it's not fulfilling. Even if you are working towards this, it's probably just the attachment that you are struggling to let go of, because attachments are hard to let go of. I mean, it's just the way it is, but you're just not like it's not reciprocated, and you don't feel that, and it's going to take a long time, and it probably has already taken a long time. Like, this is, the Seven of Pentacles. You're waiting for this garden to grow, and it's not growing. I don't see it. It's not giving you the fruit that you wanted it to give you. Greed. Maybe this person just can't offer you what you're wanting, and you're wanting it still. You're still expecting it. You're like, I'm giving it to you, so can't you give it to me? Like, what's wrong with you? You're just a dick. But really, it's like you're kind of asking too much from this person probably, and that's what I mean by they're not the right person for you. It's because you're asking for something that they can't give you, and you're not seeing that, and you're still asking for it, and you're acting like they're just not wanting to give it to you, when really they probably just can't give it to you. They don't have that capacity to give that to you. And maybe you're giving too much too. You're giving too much, and they can't give it back to you. They don't have the ability to give what you're giving. And you're still asking for it, and you're mad about that. You feel like they're not reciprocating. Maybe you need to realize that you don't need to give so much, and that they need to like be able to do it themselves. And also, if you want them to reciprocate, then you can't have like impossibly high standards. You can't give everything of yourself and then expect somebody to do the same thing. They don't have to. And it's not healthy either for somebody to do that. So, I mean, really, that's why I think the greed card's coming out. It's because you're wanting and you're wishing for this, but it's really just not something that they can give, It looks like. But you're still wanting it, You're still expecting it and hoping for it and asking for it. And you're disappointed that it's not being reciprocated. So what's this headed towards? Still, it says headed towards a direction of reunion, gathering, getting together again. So and this is for February, so you said, yes, I realized and left him. But see, you're mad about it though. You could be upset and sad, but I'm just trying to get you to understand, like, if they don't have it to give, and you're giving a lot too, so really, like, not everyone is going to be able to give what you're giving, but you're like, you left him. Like, why would you leave him? I mean, I don't know the situation. Like, you know your life better than I do. If you're being mistreated, that's, obviously not cool. But like, is it the case of you're giving a lot and kind of too much, and then you're upset that they're not doing the same thing? Or are they not giving you anything, like they're not at all even trying? Or like, is that fair? Because it seems like you guys are going to come back together and at least talk about this, gather together and come back together. But usually that means get back together. But of course it could just mean, coffee or something and talk about it. But, it's a gathering, coming back together. So obviously this person is willing to come back together and talk about it and get with you and figure it out, or, see what's going on with that. They're not just like, screw you. So maybe you're jumping the gun here. I don't know. It's just a suggestion, just a thought. But maybe you're asking too much. You said he's unpredictable and hot and cold behavior. Maybe I don't know. You're not asking advice. But maybe just like take a step back. Don't lay it on so heavy or so strong, Don't expect so much, and don't expect any less than we deserve, but maybe you're too much for this person. I don't know. I'm not trying to put it on you and act like it's your fault. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Look, this is the, dare I say, player card of the tarot, but it's the non-committal card. Is that you or is that them? Broken promises and harmless lies. I hate lies. Well, if the lies are harmless, what is the intention behind them? I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You know what you want to do. It's just kind of like, the way you described it is harmless lies. So if there's no harm in it, then their intention was good, right? They're trying to but you're like, it's harmless and it's going to lead to fucking harm because they don't need to do that, and it's going to lead to more bullshit than needed. There's just not enough in this. I feel like there's more that we need to, kind of piece this out too, because there's like all kinds of different issues here that I don't know the whole story, obviously. But if that's what you feel like you need to do, that's up to you. I'm just saying it kind of seems like maybe it's you're jumping the gun or something. Like, maybe just take a step back and don't put so much into it and expect so much out of them, because they can't really give what you're giving. He's willing to come back together and talk about stuff. I mean, I don't think that he's like done with it either. I think you're the one who's like jumping the gun and going like, oh, you can't give me this, then we're not right for each other. And then you're going to want to come back together and talk about it. You're going to be upset that he's not able to give you what you want, but you kind of have to just like realistically say, is it something he can give me? Is it something that's fair to ask of somebody to give me that much? Am I giving too much to this person and expecting them to give of themselves to me too, when that's kind of a lot, Is that needed? Is that necessary to feel secure? Because that's insecurity right there. And I'm not trying to call you out and be like a bitch or talk shit. That's not at all that's not what I'm trying to do. But there's so much emotion, so heavy. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't have to be so heavy, Like, it doesn't have to be a problem. It could just be let go of, and, I told him all before I left. He was silent. Well, at least he didn't say, fuck you, bitch. I don't give a fuck, because that would have been different. Maybe he just didn't know what to say. Look, rest period. Usually, too, I don't defend the guy, like, which is, like, I don't know. It just, in this situation, I feel like saying I don't know. It just, usually I don't do that. And it says a break, a rest period, and then commitment. Taurus. That's the Taurus card right here, the Hierophant. But it also can mean commitment. It can mean marriage. But usually I look at it as commitment instead of marriage, because, if it's going to be a commitment that's going to lead to a marriage, great. But for now, commitment. And kind of caring what people think too, like on society's standards, on society's terms, what they like to, like what they would be accepting of. So maybe it's that ideal kind of relationship that everyone's accepting of. It's like the right thing, or like the person, like, of course you date that person because everyone kind of expects it because they have a good job and you work in the, like it's just kind of like what society wants. It's not really like an actually emotionally full on emotionally based because we actually want to with our own free will. It's just like the right thing to do. That could be a factor in this too. But with the Four of Swords, that's always a temporary break. So obviously it's just temporary and not permanent. So I feel like, yeah, this by the end of February, you guys should talk about this. You guys probably will communicate about this with that Four of Wands. There's going to be a reunion or some kind of get together, a gathering where this is going to be discussed again or gone over. There's going to be some kind of a comeback around and see what happens from there. But try to be realistic about what you're expecting from the person. He's not sleeping every time he is checking my last scene. Why is that funny? I don't know. It's just dumb. Mm. I'm good. Hot and cold, that's what you meant. Me? Oh, yeah. Nausea. You could say that. You could say that. Nah. No, I'm straight. So, shall we continue? Yeah, I knew I was live. No, I forgot. Kind of seems like I did for a second though, huh? Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, let's see if we have anything else. I don't think we have anybody I'm waiting on yet. And if we do have a donation I'm waiting on, let me know because I'm not getting notifications, but I'm going to check right now. Oh yeah, well did you want to do that one, Feisty Queen? Or did you probably responded and I didn't like read it because I was doing something else, but or the other reading, but if you'd like to do that still, yeah. I thought you had said that you wanted to do it next time or something. Do you want to do it now? Of course, Sanch. Of course. Of course. Thanks for being the third person here. Or second. I think you're the second, actually. Whatever. Thank you for being one of the first three people here. Actually, I want to get a different deck because the energy in these decks, is just, ugh. You know what I mean? Ugh. If Kimberly is watching this, I was not talking about you earlier. When I said people text you and just fuck it up, I was not talking about you at all. At all. Damn, this deck is old. Yeah, I need to get a new one of these. One's like old. One's like barely shuffleable. Shuffleable. I'm gonna say it again. Shuffleable. Okay. Let me grab another deck really quick. other deck? Oh, duh. Okay. It's in the purse. I usually don't have them in my purse, but that's why I didn't know where it was. Okay. There's 2 in here, actually. Okay. Oh, there might be 3 in here, actually. Oh, no. Yep. No. There was 3, but that's not the one I was looking for. That's weird. Where's my deck? I don't even know. All right, well, show goes on, so show must go on. Feisty. Yeah, I changed my mind and asked the question earlier. Okay, can you just post it again for me, please? I really appreciate that, and I will get right to it right now. Well, I mean, we didn't necessarily see reconciliation, but we saw, definitely coming back together and probably discuss. I mean, who knows what that all entails, but definitely, it's not like you won't be seeing each other again, talking about it. Like it didn't necessarily say you guys will live happily ever after, but it just said there's going to be a reunion, so you're going to get back together and you're going to see each other again. Don't even. This is chance. Chancey. When he was a baby, he ran away from from the litter the first day, and his umbilical cord was still attached, and we had to bottle feed him because he was like running away from his mom. She was kind of busy having other kids, so we bottle fed him and then brought him back, and then she came back with all her babies. He said, "Can you take us?" They all live with us now. All right, go, baby. No. Buzz, no. Closure purpose. What do you mean? PJ pretty much ghosted me. He hit me with the "it's not you, it's me" BS. That's the separation you talked about when we had our 30-minute reading. I just want to know why. Is it something I have done? Closure purpose. Got you now. I am going to turn back on the lights, but Chance, go. He will not stop. He just keeps coming. Go. Go. I can't even see. Go. Okay. Chance, go. Oh my god, you gotta stop. Yeah, silly. You got stuck in the cord. Stay over there. Stay over there. Sorry, baby. Oh my god. I need to take him out really quick. Oh my god, he keeps getting stuck in that corner. I'm sorry, Feisty. I will be right back in just a second. And he's taking the phone with him. Go, baby. Sugar. Come on, baby. Go, baby. Go. Is he coming? Okay. Don't come near me. Feisty, this is all you, girl. All right. Now we can get started. So, I want to use the Romance Angels Oracle because the Romance Angels Oracle, get away from me. God damn. Tells me what's left between two people. And it also might give us some clarity regarding a love situation, which is what this was. So, we're going to look at the Romance Angels Oracle. He's relentless too. Make sure they're all upright really quick. Thank God you know how cats can be, because I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just have to keep like, hang on. Let me get it out of here. Oh, hang on. Are you for real? All right. So between Icy Queen and Dylan, no. Or PJ. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Dylan. Sorry, baby. Okay. Woo! Yep. Let's get a new vibe up in this bitch. Okay. That's what we are doing currently. So, all right. Craziness. It's crazy. All right. Okay. I'm so sorry, Feisty. All right. Now we want to know, what is the purpose of this whole separation? Like, what is the essence of the whole entire, you know, what, give us the closure, where he's at with it. First of all, just give us the main theme we need to understand here in this situation with this separation. What do we need to know about this separation here in this relationship between PJ and Icy? What is with What is with the separation? What's the whole thing? Okay. It says this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Yeah, we know. There's gonna be a reason for that, but just hang in there. It says finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay. So basically lightheartedness, lighten up. Don't be so serious about it. But the thing is too, like maybe he's just looking for something more like not so serious, but you know, like playfulness. Like you can be playful with him and he might be like cool with that, but he's not really looking to settle down. It says this could be the one. So for you, it's the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. But for him, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Lightheartedness, and don't be too heavy, and don't come on too strong. But you're like hurt. Finances are a factor. Finances and career are a factor in your love life right now. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I think we're past that. Maybe not. Maybe you're not past that. Maybe there's still room for that. Like when you guys are communicating, are you on? I mean, were you on? That's the thing. You want closure. You don't really get it. You know why? It's not you, it's me. He's not honestly discussing his feelings. That's the problem. Well, one of the problems. And that's what you need to know, first of all, is that it's not you. Well, he's saying it's not you, it's me, but it's like, that doesn't really tell you shit, you know? Which is why you don't have closure. It's kind of confusing. Like, did he even like me? I don't get it. Like, what was this whole thing about? So why is he not saying what it's about? Let's use the tarot because we can get more information with that, I feel like, with this. That's to see, like, what's left between two people. And I guess, you know, like I said, maybe there is still room for that heart-to-heart conversation. So just really quick. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So, with that being said, let's look at this deck. Tell us what we need to know regarding Dylan's feelings about the situation and how this all looks to him. Like, why is this ending? Why did he end it? What are his feelings towards her? What are his reservations about it? What does he mean when he says, it's not you, it's me? Like, what does he mean? What is it about you that was the problem then, PJ? Did I say Dylan again? I meant to say PJ. All right. I feel like I said Dylan again, but this is Tarot of the New Vision. So what that means is that this is going to give us a new perspective on the situation, which is why it's perfect for this question. Every card is turned a different way. So like, for example, in other decks, you know how you usually see like the Two of Cups, for example, or I'm sorry, the Four of Wands. You see how they're we can see them now. We can see their backs, like they're going like we're behind them. And usually in the deck, it's, you know, you can see the front of them. So this is Tarot of a New Vision. Tarot of the New Vision. And it's supposed to offer a different perspective on things, a new light, things coming to light, things changing, or being able more to accept now, or understand in a different way, like a different way of looking at it. So maybe it's better, a little bit easier to digest. Jesus. I don't know why I keep saying Dylan. I have no idea. It's weird. Okay, so first of all, we have the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, you're stressing on this, and it's probably going to be a while. If it hasn't been a while already, it's going to be a while before you really get like a clear answer from him on this. I feel like but we do have the Two of Cups here. Maybe this is saying that, you know, you guys can come back together, dare I say, because when you look at this, it's saying, you know, you're stressing on this, and then you have the like up at night, like really being hard on yourself about it, blaming yourself, negative self-talk, like just stressing and just sad. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles, which is like he's waiting for that garden to grow. You're waiting a long time for this, you know, to understand, or it's been a long time before you can even get any information or really feel any better about this. He's not really helping with that. And then the Two of Cups. So I feel like maybe it's saying that you're stressing, and it's going to take a long time before you guys can even like come back together and get back to this. But if it's going to get back to this, then that's interesting. Let's see what that's about. What is the Two of Cups here for? Get back to this. Get back to what? Maybe you could start anew. Beginning stages of a project. Maybe something more structured and stable this time. I hate to say that and offer that possibility, but what am I supposed? I mean, it's Two of Cups. What am I supposed to? And yeah, okay. So when I say that, yeah, it looks like there could be like maybe offer a new beginning, a new start, and it could be something more stable with the Pentacle there, beginning stages of a project towards something more structured and stable. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, like a family, structured and stable. 10 Pentacles, that's the best you can get with the Pentacles. I mean, dare I say that this could actually one day become something stable? But it's going to take a long time. It's going to be a long waiting period, right? Because that's Seven of Pentacles. So why bring this to our attention? So you're saying it's not over, but it's going to take a long time before it's ever connected like that again. But okay, so I hate to say stuff like that too, because it's like, yeah, it never really says that. That's kind of crazy. I feel like there's no other way to look at it for me, though, honestly. Like, I can't see that in a different way. I mean, that's clear. I'm just confused as to why it's coming out like that. Maybe it's saying, like, don't fret on it. But if it's saying it's going to take a long time, why would it say, like, we're asking about closure, right? And it's going, well, it's going to take a long time before you ever get connected again, but you will be connected again. Like, that's not answering the question at all. Like, it's just kind of like, okay, so we're supposed to just waiting game here? Like, just wait for it to be connected again? Like, that doesn't solve the problem. It doesn't give us any clarity or give us any kind of like safety or kind of like reassurance. It's going to take a while and a long waiting period before you guys can ever get back to what it used to be and connected as it used to be. But if that does happen, we see the beginning stages of a project, the beginning stages of something more stable, and then the Ten of Pentacles looking like you guys have it all, stability wise. Okay, 7 of Wands, somebody's not really, they're thinking somebody's against them or kind of pushing that away. Pushing that away, and why? Why are they pushing that away? And what is this regarding? Ace of Swords. So then somebody finally comes to communicate. Your guys' communication sucks. That's one thing. Like, I feel like that's the whole thing that kind of screws it up. Like, you guys come and you guys have the, because Ace of Swords is all about opportunities to communicate your word, or to speak your voice, or to say what's on your mind and be heard and be very clear and just get it out there. Like, you'll have that opportunity, but like, when that comes out, somebody thinks that somebody else is against them. So I don't know if it's something that you said or that they said. The way that the communication went down was taken the wrong way. Ace of Swords, opportunity to communicate, maybe not so clear then. 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. So basically, yeah, there's heartbreak and then a rest period, a break. So this is temporary. This is temporary, I feel like. Yeah. So when you guys did communicate, that's what it's talking about. You guys just did this. You guys just, somebody thought somebody was against them, or somebody thought somebody, like, they disagreed with them, or they didn't want what was best for them. It's paranoia. This person is throwing their wands down at whoever the hell is down here, right? You see like some people down here. See some people down there. All those wands are this person's on this hill, and they're not knocked down. They're up there. They're staying strong up there. Like, they're holding themselves. They're holding their ground up there. They're holding their own, and they're throwing these wands down like at these people, thinking they're against them. Like, they want to get them. They want to hurt them. But with the 7 of Wands, it's usually not the case. It's usually like it's a big exaggerative there, you know, jumping the gun, thinking people are against you. It's like somebody could have just simply disagreed with what you were saying and just not felt the same way about it, and you think they're against you. So not saying you necessarily in the situation, like, specifically, but there was a clash of, well, I feel like when you guys had this communication, like the Ace of Swords, perfect time and place, there's an opportunity to communicate. When you guys did communicate, it was taken the wrong way, or somebody decided that somebody was not good for them, or somebody decided that it wasn't in their best interest, you know, and that the other person was not in their best interest. The other person wanted to hurt them. Maybe that's what you thought of them, that they wanted to hurt you, or you think they're against you. And you're trying to, like, let me see, does PJ think that she is against him? Tell me about the 7 of Wands. Whose energy that is, and the connection here between PJ and Feisty. Who's embodying the 7 of Wands energy here? Couldn't let it go, something that you couldn't let go. I think it's you. Thinking they're against you, because this is trying to put one foot forward with one foot set firmly in the past, not able to let go. So we can see now behind, like, what this person's looking at. Usually we only see the person standing there with their sword, right? Now we can see in front, like, what this person's actually looking at, like, what their view is in front of them. Interesting. Very beautiful. But they're just, like, not sure what to do. They can't let something go, and they're just kind of like, you know, they're just kind of like just thinking about it, and they're not able to let it go. So I think it's you who's not able to let this go. And you're feeling like that person's against you, and that they wanted to hurt you, or that they are hurting you and they don't care, or that they're, you know, which is hurting you. So, and I'm not saying they don't care. I'm just saying that's what you're thinking. Like, you can't forget about that because they didn't give you closure, which makes sense. So that's what the 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. I think you think that they're against you, but they're not. They're not. So what is he feeling about this? What is his reasoning for ending this? What is the reason he's ended this connection? Didn't want anything serious, and I'm like, I didn't want anything serious either, but we never had a talk of what the relation was. Tell me what he wants and what... I don't think he wants to be done with it. Unless this is somebody new. Tell me about his, what he's going towards now. Is he going towards somebody else with this Knight of Cups, or is this about feisty? Is he still willing to be open to that? He just doesn't want just her, but he wants other things and her. Thanks, Shima. He wants other things and her. What is his love life looking like? What is this Knight of Cups here for him? Making a decision, deliberate decision. Like taking an action, making that decision and going towards that. Like there's been contemplation and now he is taking action and giving that cup. So who is that for? Or confirm that. King of Cups. He could be trying to be a nice guy towards somebody, trying to go towards somebody. King of Pentacles. Maybe he's gay. No, okay. I mean, it could be, but it's King of Pentacles. So King of Cups, King of Pentacles. Two people here, two energies. Earth and water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like they are going towards somebody, but like that cup is being offered to somebody. They had to make a decision, but I don't think that I think it's the case more of like they don't want anything serious, right? But I don't think they're just like completely like over you. I just think that they're trying to let you know that they're interested in other people too, obviously. But I don't think that they don't like you or something. It's just they don't want just you. Water and earth signs coming up. Because it seems like they're still open to that, to giving you that cup too, but it's not just you that they're, you know. Oops. Okay, I want to see now. Give us his reasoning for the separation. What is he? What does he want? Or why did he tell her in the way he told her? Like, why did he end it if he's not like completely done with it? Like, because I don't get the vibe of, like, he's done with you. He doesn't, I mean, like you said, it's not you, it's me. I mean, he, shit, could have been being honest when he said that. Like, he's like, it's not you I don't like, it's just not just you I don't like. Tell me what he feels about Feisty Queen. How about that? It's a temporary break. It's a rest period. It's a break. It's temporary. It's not over. It is temporary break, though, from each other. And he sees you as the Queen of Cups. So how interesting that is that he came out as the King of Cups. Remember that? Remember that little part? So, No, but he sees you as a nurturing person, like a person, like, why would he let that go? You know, like, you're a kind individual. I mean, he doesn't see it as, like, you're a bad person. He sees you as, like, a loving enough woman, nurturing, you know, like a caring person. And he just needs a little break. I mean, this is a little break from you. And maybe a little break from him having to care, too. Like, he doesn't want that on him. He doesn't want to have to be responsible for your feelings, maybe. He just doesn't want to be that, like, responsible for that. That person who just, like, that holds that job. You know what I mean? Like, he wants to be able to just, like, have you there, but not be, like, all, like, it has to be, like, serious, you know? What does he feel about you? Okay. The Fool is breaking free and kind of going and doing something wild and different and just breaking out of it, you know? Doing something new, just kind of getting a fresh start. And I think he kind of wants you to do the same thing, too. It's hard for him, too. It's not like it's like, fuck this bitch, you know? And he probably feels a little bit bad about it. There's some tension between you. He's not really sure how to, like, approach you if he ever wants to try to do that. I feel like he's kind of feeling guilty or feeling like, fuck, like, how can I just kind of, like, approach her now? Like, it's going to be a fight if I do. Like, we're going to have to talk about this, and I don't want to have to do all that right now. Like, why can't it just be, like, easy? Why can't I just, like, sneak away, not really tell her how I feel, and kind of hope that she doesn't, like, make me tell her how I feel? Because he's looking back. You see, he's looking behind him like, oh, hopefully I don't get caught stealing all these swords. Like, he's just kind of trying to take the easy way out, you know? And I guess that's why he didn't really explain too much. Or maybe he just didn't have much to say, you know? Some people just don't really know how to say things. I don't know. But, I mean, he kind of did. He kind of told you he doesn't want a serious relationship, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, it's not you, literally. It's just he just doesn't want just you, you know? 10 of Pentacles. Contemplating on whether or not to talk to you. That makes sense. We have the Moon here. Ace of Swords. So the Moon is talking about that lack of clarity there. That I don't know where I stand with the person. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know what they feel. I don't know what they think. I don't know why this happened. I don't know anything. It's not clear. They're not being clear. And nothing is clear. Lack of clarity. Illusions, delusions, misunderstandings, confusion, you know? Nothing is clear. There's lack of clarity. And everything's in the dark. You know, you feel like you're in the dark. This is the opportunity to communicate, weighing your options, closed off. So he's like, should I talk to her? Should I not? And that's probably you too. You're like, is he going to talk to me? Is he not? Should I talk to him? Should I not? Like, and you guys are both, I feel like, almost a little bit on the same page in that regard of how it feels like kind of like tension between you, how it feels kind of like, how do we really just approach each other? Like, he probably wants to just approach you, but he doesn't really want to at the same time, because he knows that he has a lot to fucking explain, or he has a lot to he's going to be having to talk about, and he doesn't really want to do that because he knows there's going to be tension. He's like, no one wants to like tell somebody that something they don't want to hear. Like, it's like, and I don't think he's any exception. I just think it's difficult, and he'd rather just take the easy way out, which is pretty much what he did. And now he's just kind of like closed off to the situation because he's like, nah, I know that if I do approach it again, it's going to have to be, it's probably going to end up here. And that's just a little bickering argument. It's nothing like huge and serious and physical. But he just doesn't, he wants to avoid the drama. And to him, emotions are drama. Simply put, emotions are drama. You know? So right now, he's just trying to be like the fool and just kind of like have a new experience, have a wild, kind of different kind of experience, and just have like fun. Like it said, extend your lighthearted energy to others, flirt, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, right? What was that one? Playfulness, that's what it was. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So, that is good advice for you regarding this, because if you wanted to get his attention again, knowing what knowing that he doesn't want anything serious, he just wants to have fun, he wants to be like the fool right now, have a good time with people, and I don't think it's like he's against it, one of them being you. But the thing is, if you're wanting a serious relationship, probably not going to happen right now, at least, and if you just like want him around that bad, and you want to recapture the romance, you just have to allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Remember the person he met when he first met you, like what were you like then? Just allow yourself to just, it's hard when you like have like a past with the person, you have feelings and you just can't like let it go. But, you can like, if you can do that, you can recapture romance with the person, but just, I wouldn't expect too much right now. What is that whole thing that it was talking about though later on? Two of Cups. Is there a chance that these two will be together maybe one day in the future? What do we need to know about that? That's what I would want to ask the romance angels too, because that's what their job is to tell us what's left between two people. Like, what is left? Is there anything left between the energy of two people? What can we expect here in the next days, weeks, months, and years between these two energetically? What do we see happening romantically? What do we see happening to this connection between PJ and Feisty? What do we see happening in this connection between PJ and Feisty? Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Here's the thing with this card, okay? Clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. That's about manifesting, okay? Manifesting is like law of attraction or whatever you want to call it. You see and visualize whatever it is, anything, in your mind. And for a connection, like, you can't control a person, right? So like, it's not going to exactly work like the way you want it to with a certain person if they're not going to want to reciprocate. The thing is though, it's not really like manifesting a person. It's manifesting, although some people say that you can do that, but it's like manifesting a relationship. And a relationship, by that I mean like how you would feel in the relationship, because you're supposed to imagine and visualize in your mind the way that you're going to feel when you get whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, that you're trying to get, or be like what you're trying to go towards. When you get that, like in your mind, you can imagine having it and how that feels, and that's what you're supposed to like feel, because your brain doesn't know the difference between actually feeling now or if it's just you're in your imagination, like you're still feeling it. So if you can meditate on that and fixate on that, that's what it's about. So you're manifesting a relationship. You can't really manifest I don't know, I've never done it. People say you can, but I'm not talking about manifesting him. I'm talking manifesting a relationship. So if you're thinking about the relationship you'd want with them or whoever, you're thinking about feeling loved, feeling valued, feeling respected, feeling attracted, whatever it is, you know, the things that you want to feel, that's what you're trying to manifest. And that's why it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Because if you're going out there and you're dating and you're just like, I don't know, I guess we'll see where it goes. I'm not really sure what my type is. I don't really know what I'm looking for. Then any old person just comes along. You're like, yeah, I guess I'll date you. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. But that's really dangerous because if that person, you see red flags everywhere, like, I don't really like the way they communicate with me, but I don't really like the way they dismiss my feelings, but I don't really like the way they just kind of like think they're better than me and like they just don't really care. Like, you know, it's like all of that, like, that's a no-no. That's when you back out and go the other way. You don't just keep going and see where it goes. No, you know where it's going to go. You don't like the way they are. You guys are different. And it's not going to go somewhere. It's not going to change. You know, that's going to keep happening. So with people like when you get into a relationship, it's saying clearly, very soon, clearly decide what you want so it can come to you now. You have to picture what it is you want so that when you see it, you know that that's what it is that you want. And then at the same time, when you see different things and you see, oh, that's not at all what I want, so I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go for that. I'm not going to waste my time, you know? But clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And when it does cross paths with you, you can identify it and you can recognize it and you go, that's what I want right there. And I'm going to go after it, you know, because that's what you want. And that's what you manifested. That's for you. That's yours. That's you do that. You have to really figure it out, what it is that you want. It's not just a game. It's not just attachments or risky things to get involved with. You can really get hurt. And you could really have an amazing experience as well. But don't just take it lightly. You know, that's what that card means, okay? Sorry to get deep, but that's what that card means. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I love this card. It's so beautiful. She's just smelling the flowers. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So keep that in mind. I feel like this is talking about a different relationship. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So now that's talking about great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. I feel like what this is saying is that this is guiding you to take these steps to clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. And attracting romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, by being yourself, right? And make the effort. Great love is worth taking these steps you are guided to take. So I already feel like it's kind of talking about a different relationship, like maybe not even this person. Like it's saying clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. We're asking what's left between you guys. It's saying clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now very soon. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, and great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So at the end of the day, I feel like whether or not it is this person, there is a person. And I don't feel like it is this person. Like I feel like it's saying like, do these things because watch, like once you do find this person, you're not even gonna think of this situation. You want to know what's left between you guys? Oh, you're gonna fucking not even worry. You're gonna forget about all of that once you start doing this and you manifest that person and that's the person for you. It's like that won't even matter. So just do these things and then you're good. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like that's saying. Do these things and don't even worry about the rest. Don't even worry about that. And if it's with that person, great, but I don't feel like it is. Wow. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Wow. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations. That's what we're talking about with manifesting. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Calling in your soulmate. Told you. I don't think it's him, but I mean, it could be. I don't feel like it is. It seems like it's a different person. And then it says, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. This one comes out a lot when we're talking about like somebody we're stuck on or exes or like even a person we're still with, like a relationship that is just like holding you, like, you know, you just got to free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life because you're too caught up in this, you know, you're too caught up in that situation, that you're not even yourself anymore. You don't have that clear view. I really like these cards that we're getting right now for you. I really like that because all the messages are making sense here together. Like, I really like what it's trying to say. I really wish I had a clearer screen to show you. I'm going to take a picture though, and maybe I'll put it up on the thumbnail so you can kind of see it later. But yeah, Feisty, I feel like that's what you should do, and I don't think you're going to have to worry about that person. I know it doesn't really like answer the question now, but it won't matter. Soon enough, it will not matter. I really strongly feel that. These are really cool cards to get right now. Oh, that one will work. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put this one up right now. Okay, you guys. So if that's it, then I'm going to get going. But that was fun. Feisty. We did like an hour reading for you just because. But if there's anybody I missed, obviously let me know, please. But I'm still not getting notifications. I can check right now, but I trust that you would have probably let me know by now. So I'm going to go and post this on the thumbnail so you can see it, Feisty. Because you can't really see it right now. But it's really a beautiful set of cards there. I'm really happy for you. That's awesome. So I will see you guys next time. Let's do this again, okay? And it'll be better next time. But I've been a bit distracted, but it's okay. It was fun. I hope you guys got a little bit of clarity. Feisty. Hopefully that fucking hour reading got you some clarity. Let's call it one with, you said, thank you so much. It's okay. I don't think I want to be with him after what he did anyways. I just needed closure so I can move on. And what's cool too is that, like, it sucks when people are confusing and they're like, you know, the way they are and they don't give us closure. But the thing is, with what the cards you just got were like I said, it won't matter. But right now it does. I know. I just can't wait for you to tell me I'm right again, and that it does, and that when you find that person, not because not to be right, but just because before, remember, you were like, oh my God, you were right. And I just want you to have that realization again that this really isn't going to matter in a little while. You know, whenever you do find that person, it's like, it's not going to matter at all. You're going to be a lot happier. Capricorn, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. That's for you too, because it's saying you got to take these steps. Remember, do not forget to do this. Like one before the other, one after the other. Like you can't just skip. That's why they came out in the order that they did. Ambition, realism, and methodical steps. Okay. Yeah, I know you will. Okay, I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Okay.